Okay. Hi everyone. Anyways, I've been trying to do this video for a while, and so I was asked to do it for for one of my classes actually, particularly. So, anyways, this class is gonna be like a little more stretching type. It's just a little information for you at home. You know, you don't have to get up of your chair if you don't want to. We're gonna be using a chair, and why it's so important, especially now that we're inside, right, in quarantine. I don't know how long this is gonna take. It's very important, and why it's important that you guys, that all of you, everyone, move your whole body. All right. So as you know, we all have connecting tissue or fascia. I don't know how you know it, by what name you know it, but it's the same thing. Anyways, that fascia, it's like, I would say something like collagen in our bones inside, and they kind of make us who we are. It's like I would say like a Spider-Man suit. I don't know why am I hunching right now, but anyways, it's like a Spider-Man suit from head to toe, right? So it's what makes us, and that is what actually helps us move our body. Okay, remember, it's in and out of our joints, and it's a very thick. It's under our skin. It's like and there's layers of it in our whole body. So we're made of it, right? In our whole body there is thick and thicker layers. I would say that diamond shape in the back, on our lower back as well, we have very thick. Anyways, it's all over, right? So why is it so important to move? So when you have some tightness on your lower back, because perhaps we sit a lot, and especially we're at home, so what else do? Maybe you're sitting a lot too much, so that will create tightness, right? That connecting tissue, that layers and layers get stuck together, and then you feel a stiffness. You feel tight, your lower back, your upper back, your pelvis area. You just feel pain and you don't even know why. So lack of circulation as well goes in there, but especially why it's so important that we move our body. Okay, we move our body, not just walking, right? Like walking at home or doing a little walk, so little stretches. We have to move our body from left to right, forward, back, up and down in circle. So our muscles, our bones, our muscles are meant, our bones are made to rotate every direction, right? That saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. Well, that's very true. You don't use it, you're gonna lose it. Okay, and this is very important. But I know a lot of us, we don't move certain parts of our body, perhaps our shoulder blades because you had a surgery, or our knee, our hip replacement, you name it. There is a lot of things that you could, why you don't move it. And we're not supposed to stretch with pain. Of course, never stretch with pain. Always follow, your body. If you have a pain or anything in your body, just know it's your body telling you there's something wrong and you need to work on it. I always say, stretch gentle movements, right? I add this in my Fit and Low classes and my Silver Sneakers classes as well. I add these stretches. It's a combination of bar and stretching, right? Making sure that that you're supposed to rotate, you're supposed to stretch forward, stretch to the side, and stretch back, and circle your hips one direction and the other one. But one thing is very important. Another one, I know I'm talking not very fast because I'm very nervous. This is not me, okay? This is not something I do. So, but I thought I'd pass you this information because I've been reading a lot lately, well, in the past too. But anyways, our spine, balance, right? Our posture is one something that you need to be very aware of. What's your posture? A lot of people stand up like this. A lot of people stand up like that. A lot of people hunch their backs a lot, perhaps because they have very tight shoulders, right? Gravity is pulling us down, right? And we know that gravity is pulling you down all the way. So guess what? We have to lift those shoulders up and make sure your chest is actually lifted at all times. Relax. Don't exaggerate, of course. But posture is very important. So if your bones, right, if your body is not aligned, guess what? You're gonna have pains, all right, and aches, and then after that, there is inflammation, there is other issues that will come with it. So it's very important that you know how to have a good posture. And I'll show you how to do that right now. In the video, I will show you that. how to have a good posture, how to actually measure yourself every day and make sure that you're not shrinking, okay? So part of the alignment process, so if your, let's say your head, right, is forward and it's not actually aligned with your shoulders, right, with your hips and all these bones that need to be aligned, you're going to be in aches, you're going to be achy, you're going to be in pain. And guess what? We're not meant to live in pain. We're not, okay? We're meant to live a happy life, you know, a healthy life. And mainly what is going to help you is movement in a very gentle movements, okay? Nothing wrong with jumping, with, you know, doing jumping jacks, with, you know, doing all these weird things that some of us do. Nothing wrong with that. It's wonderful. But make sure you're stretching, okay? Make sure, you know, when you compress your muscles that you're actually decompressing those muscles, stretching on the floor. And my movement, this class that I'm gonna show, it's gonna be, I'll say 20 minutes. I don't wanna do it. So it takes a long time to download anything. So anyways, I'll just do 20 minutes. So very important, just the title, common sense, okay? I want you to stretch from head to toe, okay? How? I don't know, right? We have toes, we have 28, 27 little bones in our feet, in our hands, we have 639 muscles and bones in our whole body. I don't know, 650 perhaps, I don't know. Anyways, so it's very important that you move everything. But before you begin to stretch and to move, you must know what's your balance, how are you standing up, what's your posture, so it's very important. And I want you to measure yourself. A very good way to know is, you know, if you get your shoe and you look at the bottom of the shoe and you see where is that shoe, you know, like I usually stand that way, right? Because I'm always standing on one leg because I get tired, right? But it's very important to check that out and make sure you're actually, you know, that you actually hip apart when you stand up, your chest is lifted. Just measure yourself on the wall. And as you progress in the stretching every day, stretching, and you'll see that you're gonna grow more, but also check your balance, check your posture is very important. Make sure that, you know, you are actually also, but also another thing that you need to know is if you have any pain, any injuries, why is that, okay? So once you recognize why is that, find why is my hip hurt a lot, you know? Perhaps check how you're sitting. If you're sitting, hunching your back like this, you know, those people that crochet, writing, you know, all of you that work in the computer all day long, right? We sit, 2-3 hours in a row without taking a break. Well, I actually do. But anyways, if you're not taking a break in 3 hours or 2 hours or 1 hour, and you're not supporting, right, your lumbar, if your spine is just like that, you're gonna have very tight neck. So upper back and lower back. Remember, gravity pulls you down. So if this is tight, it's pulling you down, right? Because it's tight, it's a stress, it's you know, it's tight, it's stiff, okay? And then, you know, atrophy and inflammations will come. I know I'm throwing you a lot of things in there, but it's very important. So if you don't have any pain and you just feel great, you know, it won't hurt to do this class. It won't hurt for you to stretch every day, before and after, before you go to school and before you go to sleep. Something very important also, a lot of people cannot sleep at night because of that pain, right, that they have. They don't know why, but you know, maybe you're not sleeping well. Also stress. So stress is number one. That's the only thing I want to add here. Stress is number one killer, and we know that, right? A lot of people with stress, with, you know, anxious, like I've been so anxious lately, right? So I eat more because I'm anxious, right? And stress, right? Stress is the worst, okay? So if you don't find any pain in your body, you're perfect, you're fine, you know, you just stress. Okay, check your stress levels. We all have a stress. So some stress is good, some stress is bad. You know, we need some stress in our lives, right? So I want you to check that, okay? And in here also, I'm gonna show you a little, you know, a way to breathe in and out, okay? Remember, we don't breathe with our chest, right? We breathe with our stomach. So when we breathe in and out, nose, mouth, so right, your belly grows, okay? Very important, leave your chest alone, okay? You need to breathe in and out every day. Meditation also will help you, right, with that stress, but also it's gonna help you a lot for that, you know, kind of making room in our body. So breathing in, stretching every part of your body, every tendon, every ligament, every muscle, every joint, everything, okay? I mean everything, okay? We're gonna stretch also our eyes, kind of roll our eyes upside down, and neck as well, very important. So some of us have the stress right here, some of us in here, some of us, I carry it in my stomach, I don't know why. So if I get nervous, I feel it right here, right? If I get scared, I feel it right here. Other people feel it in the lower back or upper back. So it's very, very important that you know where, all these things, what's going on in your life right now, what's happening, what do you need? And I think, this class will help you a lot. I will record 20 minutes. This is just me talking to you, telling you what you need to do, how it's important. Think about those things. Think about, where is my stress levels? Why is my hip hurting? Why is my knee hurting? How am I standing up? Check yourself, okay? Go to the mirror, check yourself. And very important, for lastly, I promise, I will stop talking right now. So how you can check your posture is go to the wall, right? Go to the wall. Make sure your shoulders, right? Shoulder blades are touching the wall. And also your booty is touching. If you have big booty, remember, just make sure you give a little room in there, but make sure your shoulders are touching to the wall, okay? You can have hip apart right here, or just, kind of a little, not too wide, your legs, and just there, okay? My chest is lifted, it's natural, it's relaxed. I am not making it, I am not squeezing anything, everything is relaxed. This is your posture, okay? So you can always check it. You can always check it right here too. Lift your shoulder, and it's just come together and you can check yourself. Breathe in, breathe out, stretch every day, every morning, every night when you go to sleep. And then, when you add breathing into the stretching, what you're doing. Okay, this is not a yoga class. I will do a little bit of yoga on the chair, but not a lot. Okay, we'll use the chair. We'll use our TheraBand probably on our second day, TheraBand and a ball, okay? But today, I'm just gonna show you some movements with the chair, but I'm gonna stop this because this was just an introduction, and I think I talk a lot. So anyways,